Duncan Jax gets more than he bargains for because he does things the old-fashioned way. He kills a bunch of guys and steals stuff. This is Unmasking the Idol on Stinker Madness.
Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. We got the Stinker Madness.
Hello!
How are you?
Welcome to
The jungle.
Stinker Madness.
Oh. That too.
This is a podcast.
Yeah. Woo, podcast.
Are we supposed to be hyping you like your hype man?
Yeah, like, okay.
2016.
Yeah. Podcast.
Kanye.
I don't think you do.
Kanye
Suck
West.
it.
I think I just wanted, that's the new intro. I've got it.
Go.
Hello, welcome to Stinker Madness. This is a podcast.
2016. Kanye West. And you.
You guys are douchebags.
Talking about Ian Hunter all.
Ian Hutton.
Ian Hunter.
This is a podcast about bad movies, by bad movie lovers, for bad movie lovers. I'm your host, Justin. I am joined, as always, by my wife, Jackie,
Howdy.
and Sando Sam, the Sandwich Man.
I haven't had a sandwich in over 4 days.
That's really astounding, actually.
It is.
Huh.
That's scary. Are you
Been
sick?
eating soup for lunch.
Oh.
Soup is good food. It's just not enough food.
Well, I just, for whatever reason, I got sick and it just won't go away, so I ate the soup. I feel good now.
Nice turkey sandwich is a good, the late stages of a cold cure.
Turkey sandwich?
Yeah, just a turkey sandwich.
Sounds like horse shit.
No, I love turkey sandwiches. Like day 4 of a cold, you have a turkey sandwich, and you're like, a little toasted, and it, kind of scratches your throat as it goes down. So you're like, yeah, I'm feeling better. I can eat a turkey sandwich.
Huh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like them.
Yeah, my fourth day is usually a double quarter pounder with cheese from McDonald's. And I'm thinking, yeah, salt, and it burns like hell.
And then you get sick for another 4 days just out the other end because you ate McDonald's.
I'm
That's how
considering
you-
this the colon cleanse diet.
That's the way you get rid of the cold is you use a double quarter pounder as a ramrod. You just blow the cold out your ass with the rest of it.
It's like a blunderbuss,
Yes,
but
exactly.
with burger.
Yeah, the burger bus. You're not going to feel good, but you won't have a cold anymore.
You'd probably have to call a plumber.
Yeah.
This is a podcast about bad movies by bad movie lovers for bad movie lovers. I'm your host, Justin. With me, how long were you guys going to let me go on that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of funny.
Okay, I'm just going to do that for this entire episode. Anytime we run out of a tangent to go on.
You're just going to reintroduce
There
us?
shouldn't really be any, once we get talking about this movie, there shouldn't be a lot of lack of things to talk about.
The movie that we're talking about is called Unmasking the Idol, directed by Keeter from 1980. 90. What year was this thing?
1880.
1880.
1980.
Directed by Doc
86.
Emmett Brown when he traveled back in time.
1986.
1986, yes.
Oh, fact checked it.
Starring Ian Hunter and some other people.
Not the Ian Hunter, the other Ian Hunter.
It's currently streaming on Amazon Prime.
Which is good because we told you it was streaming on Epix last time.
Yeah.
Which was a lie.
Yes, it is. The other one's not. I remember when we saw these the first time, both
We
of them were
watched them
streaming on
backwards.
Netflix, and we watched both of them on Netflix, and the other one's not on Amazon Prime. You would think that if you're buying one and putting on your streaming service, you're going to get both of them, but it's just this one, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
This movie also stars Boone. He was my favorite throughout
Okay.
the movie.
Okay.
Is his name Typhoon, though? Typhoon the baboon. Boone is his name in the movie.
Wait, I will fact check this.
That's probably not on IMDb. It was I wrote it down because it was at the end of the...
Yes, his name is Typhoon.
There you go.
Starring Typhoon the Baboon, who is a grenade-chucking ninja baboon who gets falsely accused of being a monkey throughout the majority of the film.
And falsely accused of being the world's smartest primate.
Well,
But he
I
does have
guess-
sweet
I guess-
ninja clothes.
he's not as smart as man.
He's not a... Yeah.
Well,
That's what it should have said in that scene, was she should have said, no, you're the world's smartest primate. And then he should have gone, oh, you. And then they make out again.
yeah, right. I want to talk about, first off, my first question.
Oh.
How is this movie not a fucking thing?
I don't know why the Duncan Jax duology isn't a huge deal.
I don't see. It's got. If you go on to IMDb, you will see how many people have given it a star rating. 87. 87
People?
People have given this a star rating. That means in the universe, there's like 6 people that have seen it because everybody just hits the button over and over again on the internet. Like Trump poll takers. That's how they do it. It's stupid. This movie is so fucking rad.
I came across the second one on a midnight showing of one of those channels that just runs movies all night long, that they have to be getting these bulk things on the cheap. And I had no idea. I was astounded by it. And then this one, every time I watch this one, it gets fucking better. Like, this is my 3rd or 4th time now,
Mm-hmm.
and I was mesmerized by it again.
Yeah, it's really, really awesome. I absolutely love this movie. I would put it up there. It's in my Hall of Fame. I think it's number 9 in my top 10 bad movies of all time. It's got everything somebody could possibly want.
Except for a good-looking love interest.
Well, the people aren't so hot.
Except for the stuff that's in the second one.
The people aren't so hot in this one.
Yeah.
That's I guess something.
Some of the non-speaking role ninjas seem like they're kind of hot.
Underneath the mask.
Well, no, I mean they're at the like dinner in the hot tub scene.
Oh yeah.
There's
Yeah, some of them are okay.
Ladies.
Yeah, they look all right.
Duncan's dames.
That Willie's not interested in because he's too crabby.
It's high adventure, high shenanigans, high silly business. I don't want to say that it's high levels of charm intentionally. It's charming in the way that it shouldn't be charming. Like it's endearing, I guess is the word you would use. But it's trying to be charming in like, whoa, hey, yo.
Yeah.
But it is not that.
It's your weird uncle
Uh-huh.
that you get used to, and then one day you're like, man, things wouldn't be the same without that crazy jackass.
Exactly. You just wake up one day and you realize, you know what, you're all right with me, creepo.
Yeah. Most people find you horridly offensive. I think you're funny now.
Now.
Not at first.
Took me 20 years to acquire a taste for you, but now I have one.
Ninjas, monster trucks, sort of, explosions, airplanes, islands,
Prison breaks,
and islands with elaborate secret headquarters on them. Duncan's house is fucking retarded.
It is, and I guess it's his house.
It's his house,
and everyone just lives there with him.
His house is like NATO's headquarters. Like, and then there's a living room next to it.
If NATO did a bunch of acid. Yeah.
Future NATO for sure. But you've got all like this high-tech stuff where everybody shows up and they can basically control all of the spies in the world and fighting the evil or shadow organizations, all from this one location that also doubles as his house.
Yeah, and I'll burn a question now. Who lives there?
Duncan.
But I know who else. So Boone
And
lives there.
everybody else.
So I think that Duncan lives there, and Boone lives there, and Saito lives there. He's got a live-in mad scientist. And then
I
probably...
think maybe he does a little cooking on the side.
Do you think Willie lives there?
The old guy?
Well,
Yeah.
No, he's too much of a bummer.
yeah, he's too much of a bummer.
He's got like a weird shed up the hill that he lives in.
Yeah.
Yeah. The lady that has the bell head haircut, that's his sidekick ninja. I think she lives there too. And I think half of the ninja ladies live there.
So we know that Boone lives there. We know that Sato lives there. We know that Star appears to live there.
Or he's just been hanging out upstairs unwelcomed for a very long period of time.
And we have no idea what upstairs is. I would assume it's Bangland. I would
That's
think
the smoking
where,
lounge.
That's where the magic happens.
If Star is up there, it's probably stuffy.
Maybe he's just sitting on the bed.
It's a bunch
being
of
weird. Like, why am I even here? I'm going to go downstairs, and that's how the movie starts.
It's a bunch of large globes that only have club soda in them.
Mm-hmm.
The globe liquor cabinet, only it's just club soda.
Right.
Weird.
But I think it's his bedroom. I'm sticking with that.
So
Then-
everybody just lives there.
Everybody lives there except for, I think, Grumpy, what's his name? Grumpy Gus?
Willie lives in the shed.
Yeah, Willie lives in a shed.
Bug has his own house that we see.
Right.
And the whale, of course, lives in prison.
Right. But as a whole, this thing is just so over the top and ridiculous that I put it on the same type of category as I do as Hell Comes to Frogtown. And
How Comes to Frogtown makes a lot more sense than this.
it does, but it's the same level of silly fun. I put it on the same level as King Solomon's Mines.
It's way funner than that.
I put it on the same level of fun as Condor Man. It's just a movie that anybody at any age can walk into, whether a lover of bad film or not, and just be like, "Wow, that was really awesome and stupid
Yeah,
and
as
fun."
evidence, one of my ex-girlfriends was like found the order of the second one and just watched the whole thing because she couldn't stop.
Right,
It's like, this movie is terrible and I can't stop watching it.
Jackie, your initial thoughts on Unmasking the Idol?
I liked it a lot. I super liked Boone. I thought that, okay, so he's an average looking spy type dude.
Ian Hunter.
Yeah. And I thought that, it was appropriate that they matched him up with China, who was extremely ugly, because that's who he would shack up with.
Okay.
So it's not like they got a 10 for a 5 guy.
Okay.
So I thought there was some realism about this movie. And
Huh.
I don't know. I'm with you guys. I thought it was super fun and I loved it.
I don't know. I'd give Cobra Commander a 6.5.
Oh no, Cobra Commander.
She's Cobra Commander
She's
later
Cobra
in
Commander.
the movie.
The villain of this film is just about Cobra Commander in every way, shape, or form, except for she's got gas mask eyes
Yeah, instead of a nice shiny face or whatever.
and
or
a
not.
gold brick voice box.
It's pretty blingin'.
It's like a necklace voice box thing.
That thing had to be super heavy if it was really made out of gold. I mean, I know that it wasn't, but you know what I'm saying.
Right,
If it
right.
was
In-
real
in-
gold.
The context of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like in the evil temple they spared no expense. Everything was made of gold, except for the water slide of death.
Which was awesome.
I want to talk about the evil layer of death. This set is fucking awesome.
It's tremendous.
Where did it come from, and how is it in a movie that no one has ever heard of? Because it is fabulous.
It's something else.
It's a throne room with a death slide and a evil
Multi-death slide. There's one on each side, sir.
Yeah, evil piranha death trap thing. Alligators are in it. There's statues everywhere. The Scarlet Leader's throne is
Got gold skulls for
fucking
hand
awesome.
rests.
It could be on the cover of any death metal album.
Oh, absolutely. It's just one of the many symptoms of this thing's production value being in outrageously better than it should be. I think that it's definitely the largest discrepancy in on like what they ended up with from what they started with.
Sure.
And that there's the largest discrepancy between apparent production value and the sort of players that you have in the cast. This is sort of like if Spielberg made a movie with dinner theater.
All right, let's go ahead and nail the major question about the cast. What the fuck is Ian Hunter doing with his eyes?
He's trying to seduce everyone.
He can't be doing that. There's no way he's doing that.
I just want to say for a whole day I walked around trying to do that to people. And I'd have to stop in mid-sentence to get my eyes to do it. Because I can't just do it with my eyes. Because if I just try to do it while I'm talking, then my eyes just look like I'm like surprised.
Huh.
But his were so slight when he did it. And it was like, hey.
It's like when people flare their nostrils, but he's flaring his eyeballs.
He's giving everybody the signal.
What's the signal?
It's time to do it.
It's not. It can't be.
When I do this, it means it's time to bone down.
It can't be because he uses that in every dialogue. People that he can't have any interest in having sex with because in the next scene he kills them.
Yeah.
Like before he can have sex with them. If that person was to go, whoa, those are bedroom eyes, let's go for it, he would just then kill that person. So it's not bone down, it's something else. And I don't know what it is. It's
his serious face, and he's always serious.
He's charming.
High drama. It's not charming. It's definitely not that. Is it just high drama? Like, this is important shit that I'm saying right here?
It's a serious face, and he's always serious.
Huh.
Maybe he has an eye tick.
Ooh. Boy, I hope
It
not.
seems quite intentional.
I think I'm going to have to watch for that in the
'Cause
second one.
Every once in a while, he does like about an eighth of a head turn when he really opens it up wide. Like, oh yes, now
Look into my eyes.
look into my eyes. I'm telling you some very important things here.
Well, we'll make that assumption, but just in case, Ian Hunter, if you do happen to have a mild case of Tourette's, we are sorry. Good for you getting to where you've gotten in life with your weird fucking eyes.
Mediocre martial arts skills.
Let's talk about Duncan Jax. He's the world's most dangerous ninja.
And he's like MacGyver too.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, like not in that he fixes things or
Doesn't need a rubber band.
does stupid shit that
Right.
wouldn't work. He does stupid shit that wouldn't work, but not the same way that MacGyver does stupid
Indeed,
shit
right.
that wouldn't work. But he is like the only operative of a secret organization of spy above everything else, I guess.
Everything else.
It's the Phoenix Foundation,
They answer to no one.
only before MacGyver. So MacGyver actually probably stole the idea from this. And they probably didn't see this.
Yeah. And there's no countries, there's no political agendas. It's just they're the good guys and Scarlet Leader is the bad guys because they want to have nuclear missiles. That's as much
She's only sort of a bad guy.
right, but that's essentially the plot synopsis
Yeah.
that you're put forth with is that these group of guys that answer to no one and are affiliated with no country or entity must stop the Scarlet Leader and her terrorist organization from getting nuclear missiles.
They have to stop Baron Goldtooth,
And him as
who
well,
killed Duncan Jax's parents.
who also did that.
Yeah,
I think that's just a side
Yeah,
thing,
I think-
though.
no, he's the real enemy because she's just the Cobra Commander's just a hired help. She's a contractor.
She's getting nukes.
No,
To
she's
him-
giving gold to him.
Yeah,
Yet
they're,
she's giving and getting nukes.
I thought they were going to load the nukes on the submarine.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
No, they
She's
loaded
just
the gold
holding-
on the submarine.
That's so that he can buy the nukes later somewhere else.
Yeah.
She's just holding the gold. He hired her to do a job. That's why, later on they're fine with each other still because she's just, doing her job. Then nobody died. They could have sex again later.
Okay, well, I'm going to edit that out, but that's an interesting theory.
All right.
Because that is not what is exposed in their secret meetings. But maybe that's just something that is found out, and I missed it. Because their whole plan is based around stopping Scarlet Leader, going in, invading Scarlet Leader's
Yes,
island, invading Scarlet Leader's island, bringing in their own fake gold, taking the real gold, and instead planting explosives as a decoy.
Yes. But the missiles were supposed to end up on the sub, and that's how they were going to buy the missiles was with the gold. So they're getting in a step before the missiles happen.
So who's going to own the missiles in the long run?
Baron Goldtooth is the head bad guy.
So who's going to own the missiles in the long run?
Baron Goldtooth.
So he's just going to have a sub with missiles on it that can blow shit up.
He's going to be the world's third largest nuclear power.
So what is Scarlet Leader's motivation in this whole thing?
She's getting paid by Baron Goldtooth.
But she's not because he takes all the gold.
Well, he gives her probably some money of some sort, but she was supposed to guard the gold until he came to get it.
And she did that.
And she did that. She didn't ever screw anything up, even when ninjas were falling from the fucking sky.
See, I have a different interpretation of how things transpire. Everything you just said is what I would agree to, except for Goldtooth has got to go get the missiles. He's a courier. He goes and gets the missiles and brings them back to the island. That was my impression of what his job is.
No,
And
because
gold is his payment for doing such a thing.
In the same conversation where they reveal that Goldtooth is the bad guy, it is also revealed that it is a nuclear capable submarine. So they're going to be on the submarine, so they're
Well, you
mobile.
would have to have a nuclear capable submarine
So-
to transport nuclear weapons. You couldn't just have just a
Not-
Joe Schmo ironclad steam engine tromping around with fucking nukes in it, Sam.
If you're gonna
Don't
Yeah.
you know anything?
if you're gonna transport it, you have a dinghy. You rubber around in a rubber boat. If you're gonna launch them, you need a nuclear capable submarine, and the one that they had on the screen was not.
What
It was
is
a fucking U-boat.
what's that dinghy doing with all those nukes? No, let's not worry about that.
And I think somebody's blasting the Delta Force theme out of a boombox. That guy's awesome.
Except for all of the
The
nukes.
Maybe they're just missiles with checkers painted on them.
And hazmat signs,
Yeah.
biohazard.
This is
whatever.
definitely a nuke label. No,
you
this
just
guy
get those at the Home Depot.
isn't playing. He's got a dinghy full of nukes. Written right on there.
All right, so let's get into this thing. The movie starts out with Duncan
Heisting.
wearing the stupidest cat burglar outfit of all time, but it's also his ninja outfit, which is just your straight up Canon Films ninja black gear, and then chainmail, bad chainmail
For a ninja mask.
for a ninja mask over his head. It's not quite as shitty as what's his name from Commando, but it's pretty shitty.
Probably chafed his face. That's probably why I kept taking it off.
Bennett.
Why even have the chainmail?
So that you could tell which one he was when he
Yeah.
was running around
Yeah.
with the other
Mhm.
ninjas.
That's the only reason.
That is the only reason.
Because
Yeah.
he's special.
That sucks. All right, so he's cat burglaring, and he breaks into this high-rise apartment building, opens up the safe, ignores all of the loot, and there's like shitloads of diamonds in this thing, and pulls out a cassette tape.
A mini cassette tape.
Yeah, a mini cassette tape.
Answering machine cassette tape.
Okay, so he's doing that. So I guess he let off some alarms or something, because these dudes just come
It's
schmeving
a
in.
common theme. Both movies start with the heist
Mhm.
that he does everything right and then trips over the last security measure and the guys show up
Tons of guys.
and he thumps a couple of them, jumps, and then escapes out of the balcony, jumping into the pool.
Oh my god, this dummy is one of my favorite movie dummies of all time. There's the kid from Beastmaster
Yes.
who gets chucked into the fire, and then there's this dummy.
This dummy is completely rigid. It does
It
not
looks like
move.
a Ken doll that they've dressed up as a ninja and just dropped out of a Barbie dream house.
I'll put it this way, it does not look like the world's most dangerous ninja.
It doesn't look like a human being falling from the sky.
And it is such a bad cut that it's you're already just like, yeah, laughing your ass off at this thing, because it's like, oh god, no. And then he dives into the pool.
And stays at the bottom.
They all
for-
come out and surround him.
Start shooting into the pool.
They have no idea where he's at. They're like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I don't see him.
That black spot in the pool
There's
that
a
you
black
can obviously
spot.
see.
In the shot.
He does release his stage one of escape relatively soon after they get down there. So right after they get down there, all of a sudden this red ball shows up on the top.
Right. Which is
And-
just toxic mustard gas, I guess, inside.
You have to shoot it if there's a red ball in the
Right.
pool and
You
you're a
do.
thug, right? So they shoot that and it releases his escape cloud.
Is it just escape cloud, or is it toxic gas?
I think it's tear gas
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
And it doesn't affect him because he's got the wet chainmail mask. But well,
a notoriously high
stage
quality.
3
That's the highest of quality filters is chainmail.
chainmail. Yeah,
Mhm.
I've heard that you can use wet damp cloth to do away with the tear gas, but
Well, you could, but probably not chainmail.
there you figure there's damp cloth underneath. The chainmail isn't just
Yeah. Okay.
it's like a nightgown with some extra stuff on top of it. Anyway, he's got the his greatest escape of all time, which is the why he didn't catch on, I'm not sure, but the personal sized hot air balloon.
That you can keep inside of your ninja costume, or have already planted at the bottom of the pool, just in case you end up having to dive into the pool and make a ninja escape out of. It's one or the it's nobody tosses him a fucking hot air balloon. It's either on him or in the pool.
It's got to be on him, like it's just in his sleeve.
Okay, it's
That's what I think too. Or some kid the next morning, if he didn't need to use it, is like, check out what I found. And then he's like, "Brrr."
there's no air at the bottom of a pool that you can
There
fill up a
isn't.
balloon with.
Unless you have super secret shit.
Like, he's also got an air compressor
Yeah.
in his pant leg.
Yep.
Is-
Well, it's just enough air to get in the balloon, and then when you heat it up, it expands.
Is that an air compressor, or are you just happy to see me, Duncan Jax?
It's a big tank.
And then he gives you the weird eyes, and I guess that makes you hot.
And then you still don't know. Like,
And then he's on his way on a hot air balloon to ride to God knows where. And you're
Yeah.
like, Duncan Jax, what about are you happy to see me?
yeah. Well, he escapes real nice with his hot air balloon.
It's so silly.
They can't see because the tear gas is too much, and he escapes very slowly.
And hot dogging it too.
Yeah, he's hot dogging.
He's
it.
one arming it.
He's one arming it. He's got a leg up. He's looking down on him like, suckers.
I'm upset that these personalized hot air balloons didn't catch on.
Losers.
I would use that to leave the mall during Christmas shopping.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome.
Through the skylights.
Yeah, it's like fuck the parking.
Mhm.
I've got my own hot air balloon. Like if the line at the DMV is too long, you don't even bother with it. Just I'll be back tomorrow.
You're at your wedding, and you may now kiss the bride, and you latch onto the hot air balloon, you give her smooch, and you just float up to wherever, and everybody's like, "What the fuck? That was awesome."
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love one of these.
Peyton Manning, you've just won the Super Bowl. Where are you
did
gonna go?
Where did you go? What is he doing?
He's in a fucking hot air balloon.
He's not coming back, is he?
Yeah. And then it immediately cuts to the second sweetest James Bond credits I've ever seen. Because it's clearly James Bond credits here.
And the music is awesome.
The music is a male man singing a rendition of not Goldfinger, but
Yeah.
it's pretty much Goldfinger.
But he's getting in there and he's trying to be sexy. Like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's awesome. Laser graphics. Duncan Jax is Duncan Jax in.
Yeah. A lot of geometric neon green grids. People turn into grids.
Oh, I love this credit sequence so fucking much.
I forgot about the credit sequence. I think that actually if you hold the two together, the two films, that's the only one thing that you can give this one that they both don't have is the credit sequence, and this one is way more awesome.
Oh, it's so awesome. I think that this rivals the Malibu Express as far as sweet credit sequences for shitty budget movies.
Oh, yeah. This thing is unbelievable.
Super cool. So he lands on a roof. I don't know. How do you steer this fucking thing? He just gets to where he's going.
He wills it.
Yeah.
He's only going to, and they have a conversation in the hotel room later that he stole it from like one wing. He just went like one hotel over.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Talk about lazy.
Yeah. And he gets a call from Star, who is
On his watch.
on his watch. Yeah, his Dick Tracy watch. I guess Star. It seems like Star is in charge, but the whole time Duncan Jax is clearly in charge.
Well, he does what he wants.
Yeah.
Star just kind of gets the gigs.
He
Yeah.
just is the info
No,
guy.
it's seriously, it's Pete and MacGyver. It's the Phoenix Foundation. There's not any difference whatsoever.
Or Charlie with his angels.
I don't think so because there was 3 of them and he was a box.
Or the guy on the other voice of the Ethan Hunt tapes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not really because they don't have a choice.
Yeah, they don't have a choice.
Yeah, he's really...
Duncan can do whatever he wants.
It's Pete and MacGyver. Like, they decide when MacGyver decides, and it's the same way with Duncan Jax.
Yeah.
Here's the mission. Can we do the mission? Okay, we can do the mission.
So Duncan goes inside, and there just happens to be a fucking casino down there. Oh, well, it's handy when you're a super spy.
Well, he takes off his ninja outfit and he's got a tuxedo on underneath it.
Of course.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. He's
It's
dapper.
dry because he had a waterproof ninja costume
/ gas mask.
with a balloon in it.
And a air canister.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Very plausible. He slips the tape that he's captured into the roulette player dealer guy's hand. So it's like a secret exchange. Like he's the man on the inside. Like,
Yeah.
here's your tape back. What's the deal with the tape?
All the information about the island was on the tape.
Oh?
Yes.
Why did he give it to the casino guy?
Because that's the guy that knows how to get the information off of. He's the courier to... I don't know why he gives it to him rather than just take it back to his house.
Right.
He should just take it back to his house.
Right. Yeah.
And do away with this whole thing, but then they wouldn't have sexy time.
Yeah, all right.
Or a casino. You have to have all these James Bond caveats here, or these conventions from James Bond films that you're ripping off. And the only way to do that is with the tape pass.
And also placing a bet on 00 and 7.
7, yeah. Without the tape pass, none of those things could happen.
I'm going to bet on 00 and 7. It's the usual. That's
The
what he
usual.
usually bets on. I'll
Yeah.
take the usual. Oh, 00 and 7 then, sir.
Yeah, and Cobra Commander thinks it's fine.
I think it's fine. Next to him is a lady who also likes to live dangerously. Her name is China, and she's Asian. Good job. They say some 2 things to each other, and then they go bang upstairs.
And then followed by him saying, I like to start my morning off with a bang.
Oh boy, Christmas only comes once a year.
Yeah, well, that's a respectable thing to say to a woman. Jesus.
Start my morning with a bang. Yeah, it's rare that I write down, because when I write down notes, the sex or humpy time or whatever I'm going to say, I can't write that down. I have to write down bang because it's shorthand. It's like shorthand for all of those things.
Yeah.
Just they bang upstairs. But then he's like, right at me as I'm writing that, bang upstairs. Oh, you dirty motherfucker, Duncan Jax.
Yes.
Then she's like, so, did you hear about that ninja?
Ninja business.
Pretty crazy stuff in the news about this ninja guy.
And then that's when they said it was like the hotel next door or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gives himself up like a jackass because he's like, I don't know anything about any hot air balloon escapes. Who said anything about a hot air balloon escape?
I'm not sure that I think it went over her head because the only time it seems like she connects with, wait a minute, you're the fucking ninja guy, is when Boone comes in and he's dressed up a ninja. Like, hey, how come your monkey's dressed up as a ninja?
Has he been there jacking off the whole time?
Yeah,
Yes.
Boone was sleeping
Right.
on the couch.
Totally. He was totally beaten.
Yes,
But that's neither here nor there. He is a baboon.
he can. That's his thing.
That's his thing.
That's
With an Einstein haircut.
as long as he doesn't poke somebody's eye out and
Is-
get violent,
As long as he doesn't chuck a fucking ninja star in your throat.
or even poo at that point.
Yeah, well, I'll take the poo over the ninja star, but yeah. Anyway, so she now knows that he's the ninja, and so they're leaving the next day from the hotel. I
So
guess.
they get breakfast. Yeah, she now knows that he's the ninja, so they get breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
and she does nothing about it.
Well, it's because of his eyes. It's because of his charm.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like hypnotizing people.
Ooh, maybe.
He's Ian Dianetics Hunter.
Oh no. I was thinking Dr. Demento. Didn't Dr. Demento try to do that?
I don't know. I thought no, Dr. Demento just made silly songs.
Mm.
Isn't Fishhead's Dr. Demento?
I think so, but I
Yeah.
think he had like the kaleidoscope eyes.
Oh,
Or not the kaleidoscope, but the spinny rotating thing that makes you go, "Whoa, I'm getting hypnotized." Oh,
yeah, I don't remember
not really.
what the kaleidoscope.
No, kaleidoscope is the glittery, bright lights and colors that.
You put on your eye and you twist it and it
Right.
spins around.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, outside, Boone's getting hassled by some fucking rednecks. Like, hey, stupid monkey, what the fuck, man? What are you doing up on that truck in that ninja garb, stupid monkey? Meh." He beats the shit out of him, but then Duncan's like, oh, fuck you guys. And then
Which-
Duncan really beats the shit out of him.
Again, it's just a scene of convenience for joke telling, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't make the phone call. The phone call obviously isn't important because he doesn't go back to make it after beating these guys up. They just drive
True.
off. But he looks up and realizes, oh, it's a phone booth. I'll just change into my ninja business here
Oh, boy.
because I'm Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
China sees the whole thing go down. So now she's really like, whoa, he's not just any ninja. He's the world's most dangerous ninja.
Yeah.
According to some.
According to one.
Yeah.
His name is Duncan Jax.
He's more dangerous than Dudikoff.
Yeah, all right. They fly away, I guess.
So they get into the truck,
Uh-huh.
then they drive. Then there's a stock shot of a plane landing.
Uh-huh.
Then they're back in the truck. So I guess they drive that truck onto the coach section of a
Yep.
commercial flight
Uh-huh.
and then drive it off.
That's
and
what
then,
I think.
Or he's just got. So there's the two possibilities: are he drives his truck to a plane and flies, or he just has monster truck Ford Rangers all over the globe.
Or maybe the plane tows the truck because he's that like connected. Like, well, there's no room in this plane, obviously. So can you just tow it? Do you guys have a towing package that I can order? Well, no. Well, can you make that happen? Well, I guess so, Duncan Jax, because you're giving me those weird eyes, so I don't have any choice.
Only if you stop doing that with your eyes.
Either way, he gets his truck there, and then we get introduced to his secret hideout HQ that is fucking banana business.
I don't know what this building is. It's weird looking.
It's very strange, very futuristic,
Yeah.
1980s future.
Very futuristic.
Yeah, that also doubles as his house, I think, because it's just he walks into this like computer science room that also has his dining room. There appears to be like a living area inside of it, like some conversation
Yeah.
spots and a staircase.
Later, there's offices.
Yeah. What do you want? What do we want to put the square footage on this place at?
15,000 square feet.
15,000 square feet. Yeah, I think that's fair. So we get introduced to Sato, who's like his right man, his man
His
about town.
mad scientist living, and he steals the joke
slash
from
butler. I would think.
Yeah, this is where they borrow from the Pink Panther, and Sato tries to kill him
Mm-hmm.
because the Pink Panther's butler is always trying to kill him to keep him on his toes.
I'm glad I don't have one of those
A mad scientist?
that tries to kill me.
Well, he's only
and
doing
we're
that-
pals.
Because he can't. You're
Mhm.
too fast,
Mm-hmm. Then why even
obviously. Because he has to keep it's training,
try? Uh-huh.
constant training.
What if something goes wrong, Sam?
Then he has the anecdote in his pocket,
Uh-huh.
just in case.
Maybe not.
No, he's got the keys to the Ranger and the combo to the safe.
And then fucking Star comes downstairs. Like, hey, I'm glad you arrived. What the fuck are you doing in my house?
This is one of the points where you're confused as to whose house it is.
Or what even it is.
But then later you're like, no, this is definitely Duncan Jax's house because he says it's his house a minute before this, and then he comes down like, oh, Star's here. Well, he must have been here a long time if he was upstairs.
Maybe he was taking a shit upstairs and they have that poop upstairs rule.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's leaving an upper decker because he's that kind of an asshole.
Well, we get some exposition about the plot, which we've already discussed. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the very first introduction to Scarlet Leader on Devil's Crown Island, which is a badass name, in the throne room. Minions everywhere. The red ninjas are aplenty around Scarlet Leader.
One of them is a Norwegian. He's a Viking ninja.
He's Dunbar of the Hill People.
He's got a bullet,
A bullet?
like his. He's got a necklace made. It would he be a bandolier if it was hanging over one shoulder? But
Right, yeah, sure.
it's been turned into a necklace made of bullets.
Uh-huh.
Well, he's a big dude.
Serious hockey hair.
Yeah,
He's also got like a trident, doesn't he?
something.
His gold scepter staff
It's-
defending
it's
thingy.
got like a Viking weapon.
Yeah, it's awesome. He's awesome. There's a lady on the other side of Scarlet Leader who has got like 80s punk rock war paint on, and of course, a very skimpy outfit.
Yes.
And super long hair.
Mm-hmm.
And her name is Echo.
So you're already like, uh-oh, this is Scarlet Leader. When it comes to like, I'm a bad guy. I'm good at it. I mean, look
Yeah.
at this place. Look at this fucking place.
There
Have
is
you
a-
seen anything more? This guy is a bad guy than this place.
No, and so there's a flaming skull behind her.
Awesome.
She's got the super dangerous stripper on one side,
Awesome.
and then a Viking ninja.
Awesome.
No one has ever had. It's that. No, you didn't know that it was a thing until now. You're like, holy shit!
All bad guys should have this.
It's that's the most dangerous man on the planet. He's a Viking and a ninja.
This is the model for how to be a villain right
Yes,
here.
this is it. And when you're bored, what do?
You have another red costume made because
Oh,
that costume that she had on with the various ruffled layers, or I
Yes.
wouldn't call them layers, they're like tubes.
Her
And then
robe.
they had like gold in between each tube layer.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was really awesome. It made her look like a stocky football player
Yeah,
type
sure.
of dude.
like Cobra Commander.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, yes.
So we know that Scarlet Leader isn't the nicest person in the world, just visually. But I guess the film has to really bring it home for us because this is really the next thing that happens. Like the introduction to evil is, oh boy, that's really just mean, man.
We found you floating out in the ocean by yourselves, ready to die. We brought you here to kill you gruesomely,
Old people.
old people.
Because our only motivation that we're going to tell you about is, you know what? We just don't like old people on this island. Just don't have any need for them.
That's what she says.
It's just not our thing. I would say sucks to be you, but yeah, I guess it does suck to be you. I just don't feel bad about it. So go fuck yourself, old person. Now watch your wife get kicked into a fucking tank of piranhas.
They were even nice enough to give her a wheelchair.
It does
And
look
wheel
like a
her-
fun slide on
Yeah,
the way
like-
down, at least.
They gave her a wheelchair, they wheeled her in, and they pushed her ass into the pond.
And she gets eaten by fucking piranhas.
You don't really see this coming at all. The first time you watch this one, you're like, what the wait a second. This is weird.
This is awful.
And
Why
then,
did they give her a wheelchair?
and then they just kill those old people
And laugh about
and
it.
laugh about it. And they're like, okay, let's go back to the business.
And then, yeah, and then it's done. It's never like, pretty sweet with those old people, right? How you feel about that? You feel good? I think we're bad guys, so we got to feel good, right? Yeah, all right. I feel a little guilty because of the wheelchair thing, but on the most part, we're bad guys. They don't even fucking care. Those old people have come and gone. They're on to the next thing. Who's the next people we can fucking kill?
That we can throw into this dual water slide piranha tank. I mean, there's a lot of... You have to be killing a lot of people to have that.
We need more boats in the water. Let's try to find some more people that have shipwrecked. I like these shipwreckers.
Yeah.
Sometimes they've got pirate treasure with them. Sometimes they've got medicine. Sometimes they just have bananas. But you know what? We're going to fucking kill all of them because we don't really care.
I think that the underachieving ninjas are the happiest when castaways show up on the island.
Oh, it's got to be just fucking...
Well, because they're the
like
one...
Super Bowl.
Well, it's like, I don't have to die today. Because you know that they have to be using that a lot, and that if there's no castaways or, lost ne'er-do-wells, that bottom end ninjas are going in that tank.
Oh, I'm so bored. Hey, Viking Ninja, when was the last time you killed somebody? And then he pulls out his Viking Ninja scheduling calculator thing.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, God, that's been a long time. That has been so... Who do we got?
Who do we got? So who fucked anything up today? You're like, well... Chuck didn't finish his whole sandwich at lunch.
Ooh.
Yep, well, that sounds like a piranha bath to me.
Oh, Chuck.
What is it, guys? God damn it. I just eat the sandwich next time.
And then we get a title graphic. The mission begins. Does it?
Totally unnecessary.
And it goes right into a fight.
Right, which you think like, oh shit, they're doing something. They're like getting information. They're
there's no setup to this.
Getting maybe like a tool or like a secret weapon that is going to help them in this. This is not the mission. This is training for the mission. It's all not the mission.
Not the mission.
They
did not
haven't started yet.
The mission did not begin.
That was just pretend.
God damn it.
It's just another excuse for Willie to be upset about something.
Yeah, Willie gets grumpy. What is he even grumpy about?
He is such a grumpy asshole.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't like the way you threw that ninja star.
Willie.
I bet he's got erectile dysfunction.
Probably. Well, I think we know that
Yeah.
The next thing that they do is still not the mission because it's time to sit in a hot tub.
This is a really big hot tub.
No mission has ever involved a hot tub.
No.
That's not true. That one movie that we watched with those girls and they were in that hotel room.
They were not on a mission. They were freelancing it, clearly.
Oh.
That's...
I don't remember the Winworski
Hell Squad.
movie. Hell
Squad.
Oh, yeah.
If you haven't listened to that, go back and listen to our Hell Squad movie. It's awesome. Yeah, that's not the mission. Sitting around in a hot tub filled with babes?
And drinking champagne.
Drinking champagne? No, that's just hanging out. Duncan Jax.
Yeah.
And this is where the
Most dangerous
movie
ninja.
really let me down a little bit. There were no boobs in this shot.
No,
Everybody's got a goddamn swimsuit on.
It's a little kidsy kind of movie. It's for all ages.
Yeah, this
Jackie.
is a drive-in picture.
You gotta know where the boobs should be in and where they shouldn't.
Oh, I didn't realize that this was a drive-in picture.
Yeah, this is a drive-in. There's no blood either. Did you notice that?
You just
No,
think
I
that
did not notice
boobs
that.
and blood should be in every film, but
Yeah, it doesn't have either.
okay.
It has everything else.
Yeah, Willie comes in and there's hot tub shit, and he's like, meh, 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 meh. How come I'm not in there? Well, how come you're not in there? Because I don't like anything. Meh.
Because I'm Willie.
Meh.
Because I'm old.
What an asshole, Willie. Why are you even here, Willie? Get out. What do? Best case scenario, if you're not a complete fucking jackass, what is it you do here, Willie?
He's the elder statesman of secret agents.
Huh. No, you're done, Willie.
Yeah.
You're too grumpy. Out. This secret mission has no room for grumpies.
And it said it as much because Duncan Jax finally goes, maybe I think he realizes his role is becoming diminished. Probably because he's a grumpy asshole.
Well, being an international spy ninja is all about personality and your social connections. And when you screw up your networking, it just can't.
Sure. So to get on the secret island, Devil's Crown Island, they need to enlist the help of a guy named the Whale, who knows how to get into the headquarters. But they can't get to the Whale unless they get a guy named Bugs
Yes.
to spring the Whale from prison. Because Bugs is good at explosives, I guess.
Yeah, but he also knows which prison, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
He knows where the whale is. Nobody knows where the whale is.
Okay, all right. So he breaks into Bug's place, which is just like...
Which is the most dangerous house ever.
It's just a house in a town, in like a city, upstairs. It's not a house, it's an apartment building.
And it's in New York because they show us a picture of New York.
Mhm.
And the next thing they show us is trash in the streets and a steaming sewer.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
And he's got guards parked outside, and this is some pretty serious shit to go get a guy. But he's also got a booby trap room once they get inside.
He himself is a booby trap.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right. He's got the booby trap room from Star Wars. It's a smushy, squishy room. You get inside, and you get smushed.
Oh, yes.
The trash compactor.
Yeah, the trash compactor
The trash compactor room.
room. And, but Duncan, he comes prepared. He's got a fucking wrist blowtorch.
He's got a wristband that's instead of an action belt, he's got a wristband. There's other stuff on there that we don't get to see.
It's a
him use.
blowtorch.
Yeah, and Saito says something like, use the something like it's a torch. So it was, he was repurposing it as a torch.
I think it was supposed to be some kind of laser.
Oh, ninja laser. Okay.
Take out somebody's eye.
Well, we know that ninjas do have lasers.
We do know that from our American Ninja episode. I'm just going to plug every episode.
Yes.
Go back and listen to them. Hey, also go to stinkermadness.com.
It's
like
not
us on Facebook and Twitter.
It's not as strong as the laser from American Ninja because that would have just blown the hole out of the wall immediately.
Yeah.
You just can't let me shameless plug our podcast,
Oh,
can you?
sorry.
No, I got to talk about this laser. Much more interesting than Stinker Madness. Lasers. Yeah.
Pew pew.
It's a fucking ninja laser. Are you kidding me? It's awesome.
Much sweeter than Stinker Madness.
Well, I mean, we're just talking about ninja lasers.
Dude, if my
we're not
Fitbit-
actually a ninja laser or a Viking ninja.
Yeah. I mean, if my Fitbit had a laser on it, yeah, I would go around lasering everybody.
Yeah, I think that wouldn't be a thing. That would be very illegal. So
Be like,
good
what?
thing.
You want to start something? Sing. Oh, wait, I just checked my steps. I'd have to hit the other button to get the laser.
So they get out of there because he's got this thing. And the next room over is some pretty weird stuff. It's Bugs' like hangout room, I guess.
It's his collector's room.
Yeah. He also just hangs out there. And it's
Like
just
hang out.
Yeah.
Like he's in a parachute. How long is he there, do you think? Does he like have an indicator downstairs, like a tripwire or something that goes, oh, there's somebody downstairs. I better get into my parachute and pretend like I'm a mannequin.
I really hope that I'm faster than they are at escaping the smush room.
Well, you figure he can get into that a lot faster than they can escape the smush
I don't
room.
know, man.
And
Got Duncan Jax coming.
how long do you hang there in wait once they get in there? Because most of the time they're not getting out of the smush room.
Man, it's been a while. Think they're pancakes yet?
Like he's got there's a timer, like ding,
Uh-huh.
your invaders are done.
They're smushed. Okay. But I guess I'll clean that up now.
Well, you have somebody else clean that up if you're Bugs.
Yeah.
The smush room is, unless you have like an underground cave or something that the tunnel only leads to a special viewpoint where Indiana Jones can look out over things. I'm not really interested in having a smush room as
No.
a safety device because it's gross.
It's yucky. It's not going to be easy to clean up.
It's going to stink.
You're never going to get it out. You're never going to clean up the smush room. And then the next time somebody comes into the smush room, they're going to be like, oh, I know. Yeah, no, we're not going in there. This is clearly a smush room.
Yeah. But they can't get out because they slip on the
Oh, yeah, on the guts, right.
pieces of human.
Ah!
Oh, it still works. Smush room.
All right, so Bugs introduces himself, and he's, I guess he's not really Duncan's pal.
No, they hate each other.
Yeah, but Duncan just gives him like a really bad sales pitch, and he's like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, he's like, here's the deal. We're going to steal a bunch of shit and you get 10%.
And here's my eyeballs.
And he's like, my cut's 50%. I'm Bugs, blah, 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 blah. And then he makes the deal worse than 10%. He's like, oh, it's not just that you only get your share. That's all there is. And you have to also like break the whale out of the prison.
Mhm.
And you have to blow a bunch of stuff up. And you're probably going to get killed.
Mhm.
I'm in.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Deal.
I
I like all those last three things.
Well, it was a slow week.
would love to sell Bugs a vacuum cleaner.
Probably got 6 of them.
Yeah. How much is that vacuum? $150. I don't know. $175. Done. Okay.
So he's got a chopper, I guess, and he flies this chopper straight to the prison where the whale's at.
Oh, you know what? This is a really sweet prison. I almost thought that this was like an estate, and then this guy was like hiring people to keep him prisoner there.
Well, that's just the whale's room. We don't know about the rest of the prison. The rest of the prison could be fucking San Quentin. The whale just has the sweet setup.
I mean, he has got a fireplace and shit in his room, and it's going.
It's where he lives.
It's his headquarters. He's got a radio in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think he's actually in prison, or do
No.
you think that like that's just his cover?
He probably knows the warden. This is his hideout.
Mm.
They'll never find me in this prison.
That's a good place to hide out, I guess.
You know what? I think that's a great plan. And if I ever become a diabolical criminal, totally doing that.
But Duncan Jax and Bugs don't really give a shit. Neither does Boone about whether it's his hideout or a prison or whatever, because they just go ahead and kill everybody on their way up to get the whale. Sorry, guards.
Guards and innocent men.
Sorry, paid employees. You're dead.
Dead guys.
Because it's not like a gulag or like some spy military encampment, like prisoner of war type situation. It is just a prison.
It's a Caribbean prison.
They invade Caribbean, wherever that is, and kill a bunch of guys, and that's fine.
That's fine. Even Boone blows like 4 guys up.
Boone's up on top of this fucking wall chucking grenades.
No, he is entertaining the guards, and then Duncan Jax says, Boone, it's Christmas time. And then Boone runs over his little Christmas sack and starts throwing grenades at people.
It's awesome. I love it when Boone chucks shit.
It was really a good setup for Boone, too, that he tricked him into playing catch first, so that they would definitely catch whatever he threw next. That Boone is a clever one.
Even if it's a fucking grenade.
That even the flaming death.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah, Duncan Jax puts a fucking bomb on his wrist to convince him, like, well, now you've got a bomb on you. How about now? Well, I guess so.
Yeah, because that with the counter offer was that he was going to go if Duncan carried him out. And Duncan's like, I'm done fucking around. I'm going to blow your ass up if you don't get in the fucking car.
Thought that was a good plan.
Yeah.
The chopper flies in, and they fly out, and they snag Boone on the way out. It's pretty awesome. Everything about this movie's awesome.
They do this is the sweet close where it's obviously not the helicopter anymore. They have the shot of the helicopter and the guy's hanging from it.
Mm-hmm.
But then the next shot is obviously just like them hooked to a dolly or something up top.
Right.
And they just run him past the camera, and he's holding Boone, and he does the ninja mask bedroom eyes with a bunch of red smoke behind him.
Oh,
it is amazing.
glorious. That shot pretty much sums up the whole fucking
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
So now they've got everything they need, except for there's one little problem. Duncan's got a man on the inside that's a woman. It's Echo.
Yes.
But the Scarlet Leader's onto her.
Because she's got a man on the inside.
Hey, everybody's got men on the inside.
It's a double cross pooch screw.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Hey, guess who the man on the inside on Duncan's team is?
Oh, I couldn't possibly guess. If you're going to be a man on the inside, you can't be a giant fucking sourpuss.
You can't be the guy that nobody wants to be
Yeah,
around. You got to
no.
be everybody's pal, so they tell you things, not be a grumpy fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You stupid Willie.
Never suspect me if I'm a huge dickhole
They
all
do
the time.
suspect you, Willie. They know the whole fucking time that you're dirty.
Yeah.
Stupid. They don't have, they never get a tip. They never get a clue. It's just, hey, that Willie sure is a fucking asshole.
Asshole.
No, that's not true because Sato's playing chess with him and he's like, yeah, so I was just wondering about that communication that you gave right after the meeting when we said we were going to close off all
That's not
communication.
enough unless you already think that he's a fucking asshole.
In which I thought he said to something to the degree like, well, it's because you're an asshole.
Yeah, get out of here, Buster. They just tell him to leave, I guess. We never find out what happens to Willie.
Maybe they have sharks
I don't think that they have sharks at this
facility.
weird headquarters thing.
I don't know.
The other guy, yeah, but
There's probably like a danger room.
mm.
Willie goes in and chooses the manner of his own demise.
Ooh, okay.
It's 3 of the women, then just topless.
Chase him off a cliff. Yeah, Echo, on the other hand, she dies as well.
Piranhas. Surprise.
Surprise.
Yeah, they get hungry. You got to feed them.
Yeah, but they really went to some elaborate with her because, they had the pulley and they dipped her down nice and slow.
Scarlet
the
Leader's just being a dick.
Yeah.
I haven't had this much fun in years. Except for when you killed those old people just like a couple hours ago.
Viking Ninja seemed a little sad.
Well, yeah.
Do you think they were doing it?
I would think so.
Yeah, they
I
looked
think
like
it's
they were.
implied. Yeah, for sure.
They were dating.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, Chuck is in the back going, fuck yeah.
She was gonna tell him
Yeah.
before the ninjas started falling from the sky.
And like run away to
Yeah, like-
Mexico or something. Elope.
Tall ninja Viking boyfriend, I'm double crossing the team. We should escape now.
And they get to the beach, and then the ninjas are like chasing after him, and he sees the boat, and she sees the boat, and he's like, "Go, get on the boat." She's like, "But what about you?" And he's like, "I will find you."
Yeah.
I had to
And
do
then
it.
he
Oh my God.
kills them immediately and gets on the boat. And I've always loved you. And they happier ending than what happened.
Chucks a tomahawk through a guy's face. So sweet. That's my movie. Yeah. So all the spies are dead or whatever, and it's now time to go ahead and it's time for the mission to begin.
start like well after the graphic.
Now
And
is the
actually,
time for the graphic.
It isn't because they have a debriefing again.
Yeah,
In
that's
the
true.
giant debriefing room.
This room was weird though, right? Was it just me or was this room weird because it was like white?
No walls.
There was no walls.
Yeah.
It was just
No ground.
It's a photo studio.
it reminded me of a space movie.
Yeah, it's a product studio, and they're like they ran out of locations, so they shot it in the product studio. Why not?
So the plan is to plant this fake gold, which then is going to blow up the sub, and they're going to invade the island and take care of everything else and just completely wipe everybody out. So
Steal the real gold.
yeah, steal the real gold.
Blow up the sub.
Mhm.
Everybody wins.
Right.
Yep.
Do you have gum? That no one here has gum, but that's in the middle of the debriefing, Duncan Jax freaks the fuck out. Like, do you have gum? And then doesn't tell him to spit it out or to give anybody else gum. It's like stops like and back to the debriefing.
Boone's like,
So I thought I should interrupt you the same way.
No, I like that. On Island Patrol, they've got ATVs, three-wheelers. There's two groups of minions. There's red ninjas and then gorillas on three-wheelers.
Yes,
Who's more dangerous?
the red ninjas.
Clearly. Three-wheelers are not it.
No,
Ever.
they're dangerous.
You're
to the
not even going to
rider.
make it to the beach.
No,
You're going to tip it over and break a fucking leg.
it's always like the forearm underneath the elbow, same spot. Everybody had it happen that owned a three-wheeler.
That's okay. That's how it is in the where they get the guys from for the Piranha Pond. It's not the red ninjas. The red ninjas are the guys that are like, oh, we will get one of the three-wheel ATV assholes because they're just scouts. They just sit on the ATVs, and then when they have to move to like scout the next location, they tip it over, break their leg, Piranha Pond.
Yeah. If you make it into the red ninja costume, you're okay. You made it out of the scout phase.
Right.
You were somehow able to successfully ride a three-wheeler, which is very ninja.
Mm-hmm. Now they're going to spot this invasion. They know that it's coming by just hanging out and looking through some binoculars up at the air. You guys see an invasion force? Ah, it's all clear.
Wait, there's an invasion force.
Oh, there it is. There's the invasion force.
Yeah. What are we going to do now? Get invaded.
All units to the west end.
Yeah.
So, and I am inferring that they bring the entire guerrilla scout force team over to the west side of the island, and Duncan's team parachutes out of the plane, but it's not actual people. It's just people-shaped bombs
Yeah, these were expensive.
that land and then blow up all of the scout team.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them.
Except for a couple of them that were far enough where like, they're not people. What are they? Bombs? And they just blew everybody up.
They're all dead.
They're all dead. Steve is on my shirt.
Well, Steve's turn in the Piranha Pond next
Yeah.
week, so it's fine. we're dropping like flies out here.
They say that. And she's like, get more flies.
So the real ninjas dive in, and I guess they're on some other part of the island.
The west end or
Yeah,
the east end
yeah.
or whatever end.
So they're doing their fucking ninja shit. They bury one in the ground
For later.
for later. Duncan Jax lands, and he starts kicking ass all over the place. Ninjas are dropping left and right. The truck fucking
They
parachutes in.
parachute the truck in.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's on like this little fucking platform that just gently glides
down.
Hey, there's a fucking pickup. Oh, and also it's bulletproof.
Well, they painted it black.
Yep, with bulletproof spray paint. It was probably water soluble, so they could unpaint it and give it back to the dealership.
This is my fifth favorite part of this movie. They're all tied for my favorite. But we're skipping so many ninjas getting waxed during this sequence. There's like 10 minutes between the time we said they bury a ninja on screen before the fucking ninja dives out of the ground as a three-wheeler drives by it, latches onto the ass end of the thing, and then pulls the guy off of it and beats his ass.
In slow motion.
It is awesome.
You can't... It's so dangerous.
And stupid.
Because the guy has to miss you in the three-wheeler, and then you have to know exactly, like, I felt the three-wheeler go by, now I'm going to jump out of the sand, grab onto the back of it, and climb up and pull this guy off.
And what if you fuck it up the first time?
Or if anything that happens on three-wheelers all the time happens.
You're going to have multiple takes. Your odds just go up every single time that somebody's going to get hurt. Awesome. Awesome shit. So the island is taken. They've stormed the island. They're going to head into the interior. And Duncan's on his own team with this gal who barely has any lines, but she's in almost every shot. We barely even freaking know her name. And
the
whale. And they're going to go in and take care of the Scarlet Leader. Is that their job pretty much?
I think he's just freelancing
They're trying to get into the throne room.
Okay.
And the only way in is the whale.
Right. Okay. And then there's the other team that's got Bugs and Star, and they're on the truck, and they got the fake gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then there's just assorted ninjas everywhere.
Assorted ninjas. When the fake gold starts coming off the helicopter, you realize that the plan is very articulate.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite a deal here.
Well, and Boone's on the plane.
Yes.
Yeah, Boone's there.
You got to explain how Boone gets down there to become part of the action.
Yeah.
How's Boone get down there?
Helicopter.
He's on the helicopter with the fake gold.
You said plane. Yeah, so and also Boone's like on his own team. Like he's just bouncing from team to team and freelancing and just kicking ninjas' asses all over the fucking place.
Boone's playing cleanup.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what that's like in the... Do you have gum? By the way, you're on cleanup.
Boone chucks a fucking ninja star into a guy's throat. It's unbelievable. And he kicks another guy into a pond.
To death.
Oh, Boone, you're rad. Duncan and his company, they find the secret entrance into the base after some stinky business, and inside's a fucking gator room that they got to get past first with gators.
That somebody grabs.
Fucking,
Duncan Jack grabs these things.
There's like 20 gators in this room.
Yeah, and some asshole grabs two of them.
I think it's Ian Hunter because
they just don't have enough room for a stuntman, yeah.
And he yells, he's got a line of dialogue while he's latched onto these guys, and it's not ADR. He's either in that fucking room
You could ADR
yelling. I don't think so.
You can ADR most
Not
anything.
the production values of this movie. I think it's Duncan, or it's Ian Hunter. Anyways, Bugs and his team, they find the fake gold, bust in, or they find the real gold, and they start bringing in the fake gold and taking out the real gold. And Boone discovers there's a secret door into the throne room and pushes his way in, and meanwhile, the Scarlet Leader has left the throne room because
she has to go to the
take a dump
radio room to tell the guy at the radio to be on the lookout. So he goes, be on the lookout for trespassing ninjas.
Calling all guards.
It's like 3/4 of the way through the invasion being done.
Mm-hmm. Be on the lookout for trespassing ninjas.
Yes, we are, and they already killed us.
And I'm
think dead, actually.
Just as a rule of thumb, not only when it's more important when you are leading an island filled with ninjas that you should be looking out for trespassing ninjas, but I think it's a good advice for general life. Always be on the lookout for trespassing ninjas.
Yes, if you're a guard of any kind.
It's just a person. It's just good advice.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, even if like any level of security, like the D-Day scenario is trespassing
ninjas, indeed.
That's that's the last page in the book, the one that you're always ready for. This is not a drill.
It's like what you do on practice at football practice when you have to do the fake punt. All right, guys, this is worst case scenario.
Yeah.
We're down by 7 or we're down by 9 and we got to tie this fucking thing up. So we got to get a touchdown. There's a half a second left. We're fake punting this fucking bastard.
Exactly.
And
the fake pun is even a hook and lateral
right, and at the same time,
at the same time.
with a Hail Mary in between.
That's where you get. That's how bad trespassing ninjas is.
Trespassing ninjas are the worst. Well, the Baron lands after being very grumpy on his boat. I love the Baron in his scene where he's just freaking out. I don't even know what he's freaking out about on the sub. He's just like, ah!
That nothing works right, and he's impatient. It's hot in there.
Why am I in here?
The radio doesn't work.
My underwear's riding up.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. He loads up all the fake gold, and I guess he's on his way out of here. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Duncan reveals to his team, though, that he's not just here for the gold and for this mission. There's something else. That there is a golden idol. It's the only thing it could be. If Scarlet Leader has all this power and men and this sweet island and this sweet throne room, there's got to be something else going on here rather than that gold that just got loaded up by us. So the only thing it could be is a secret idol or a golden idol.
Something that belongs in the entrance of a Chinese buffet.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
I thought it looked kind of nice. It had some cool eyes.
It does. It looks very nice.
They,
It looks like $13.99 all you can eat.
yeah, they pull this thing out of the piranha pond. Boone finds a secret button, and it's a golden Buddha. And inside, it's filled with jewels, like pirate treasure jewels.
Yes, this is the greatest jackpot of all time.
It is serious jackpot. And they get it out. It's gone. It's theirs.
Well, they still have like 200 million in gold bars.
Well, Scarlet Leader sends in more ninjas. They fight more Duncan Jax fighting, and then after Duncan takes all of them out, Duncan Jax faces off against Scarlet Leader finally. And they fight, and at one point during this fight, Duncan falls on top of a fucking live gator. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
With his head. Like his head lands on the belly of the fucking gator. Those guys have like 360-degree reach with their fucking necks.
No, I don't know how. Something had to happen with these gators and quaaludes.
Man, so dangerous.
Or it's just like, well, we're lucky no one got eaten by a gator.
So that's good.
Because they run across gators at one point, too. I mean, like, there's so
Yes.
much flirting with disaster with three-wheelers and gators in this movie.
Eesh. Well, the end of the fight ends up with China losing her mask, or Scarlet Leader losing her mask. It's China from the beginning of the movie, in case you didn't get that from all of Jackie's spoilers. Oh my God. She throws a smoke grenade and disappears.
Well, he says, I've never hit a woman before. And she's like, and you're not going to. And then she throws her smoke bomb and she disappears.
Nice.
Even though we just beat the living
Yeah.
shit out of her.
You did do that.
She is bloodied up real nice.
I didn't know.
Sorry. Do you want to get breakfast?
So Duncan makes his escape, but he has to go through the big red guy in the tunnels downstairs. He almost doesn't get this guy, but he shoots him like 6 fucking times. I hate guns.
Yeah. I think he got the right measurement there.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's a Ninja Viking. I'm just going to shoot this guy.
I think that was a good call.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
bother here.
This is not a defeatable opponent.
I may be the world's most dangerous ninja, but I have nothing on a Ninja Viking.
Yeah, that's just a whole nother deal.
That's not even a thing.
That's not even a thing.
That's retarded. Outside, they get away to safety on hot air balloons that they've just had. Where did these hot air balloons come from? Dropped in on parachute like
they were
everything
part
else?
of the plan originally.
They just,
The truck obviously has it built in. Because that's
Yeah.
right. The Ranger is a hot air balloon
as well.
truck.
Yeah.
The thing was awesome.
And it is actually. It's not like clever shooting or not so clever shooting. No, the fucking Ford Ranger is a goddamn hot air balloon.
It's flying.
That is awesome. Stupid awesome.
Ugh.
Probably very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
So Duncan and the lady are up there flying away, and all of a sudden this fucking bomber plane from like World War II flies by. It's like a P-51 Mustang, and she inside is China, and she's got the fucking cockpit open.
For a glam shot.
Casually flying away.
It's a sadness glam shot. Ah.
And she buzzes past them, doesn't fly into them, then turns around and buzzes by them again, and everybody waves at each other. And she blows a fucking kiss at Boone.
Yeah.
They salute.
Yeah.
She was just, she's just another merc.
Oh, man. Down on the Down on the submarine, though, Goldtooth discovers the fake gold and he gets exploded. Freeze frame credits. That's the end of the movie. Awesome. Through and throughout.
I don't think you mentioned that Boone made it out alive.
Oh, yeah, Boone. Well, of course fucking Boone did.
He was in the Ford Ranger.
I said that she blows a kiss at Boone.
Oh.
Yeah. My first question is, where is Scarlet Leader headed?
China.
Home?
Okay. Just home?
Yeah.
What makes you think that Devil's Crown Island isn't her home?
That's her secret hideout. She has a house somewhere, too.
Just like in Malibu or?
Yeah.
Okay.
She probably lives like right down the street from Duncan Jax.
Oh, yeah, probably. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, dude, what? No
like
way.
the whole thing at the roulette table is just a little game they play.
They meet each other at the grocery store. They both reach for the same kumquat at the same time.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
What are you doing here? I shop here all the time. Get right out of town. I can't. I live in this town.
Yeah. And they get caught humping in the freezer.
And then ninjas come in and they have to fight them off.
Yeah, they fight him off, yeah.
Yeah. Ninja grocery store guards. Love it. Jackie?
I don't have any questions. It was just too amazing to really ask
doesn't-
any questions. And it doesn't really leave anything for me to be like, so what about this? No, I mean, it answers its own questions for me. And I was just so thoroughly entertained that I didn't really question anything.
Okay.
I mean, Boone could have been flying the hot air balloon at the end. And I've been like, you know what? Totally. He could do that.
Yep. Boone could. I fully believe that.
Yes.
Sam?
Did Baron Goldtooth drop a basket of cheddar biscuits in his britches? right before, like, when he finds out it's a bomb?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Gold poop.
There you
Because he
go.
poops gold. Because that's just his thing.
Yeah.
Gold everything. What's the fucking haul here? Because it's so much gold that they steal, and then this fucking Buddha thing that's like 3 feet tall, made of solid gold, with gems for eyes that are like the size of quarters, and then inside filled with pirate treasure.
I think it's like 2 bills.
$2 billion?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd say it was at least 35 billion.
35.
I
that's
think it's
too much.
$35 billion. Just the eyeballs are worth $1 billion each. They're diamonds the size of 50-cent pieces. They're huge.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It's
They
so
gotta
much money.
Split it like 38 ways, though. I'm sure there's a scale.
Oh, man. Dude, still. Is this the biggest haul that you've ever seen in a film, though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally. It is so much fucking money.
Yeah, nobody. There's no. And it's barely even a heist movie because it has to be a ninja movie and a spy movie at the same time.
Uh-huh.
So even though it's only 1/3 of a heist movie, it's still the greatest heist in any movie that I've ever seen.
Absolutely. You can now buy an entire country, Duncan Jax.
That's how he gets that sweet house, is he's already done this a couple times.
Who's to say that he's even going to pay anybody?
I bet Boone goes around and kills them all.
Yes.
He seems like a nice enough guy.
Oh, Duncan Jax? No, I think he's a dirtball.
No, I think that he would pay up because, I don't know, it'd kind of be a pain in the ass to get new ninjas.
Yeah, you'd have to get new ninjas. That's just not going to be easy.
But
Yeah.
like Bug, you could kill him.
Yeah, you don't need Bug anymore.
Yeah, I don't even like him anyway.
Plenty of explosion guys.
The whale's price was just not getting blown up.
The whale, like, he just had a fucking stupid map. That's it.
Yeah. Well, the whole bargain with him was you're coming along or I'd blow you up.
Right. Now I'm going to blow you up because you know what I look like.
Yeah, maybe.
Kaboom.
Do you think that Macy's will ever do a Duncan Jax inflatable like the Escape on the Christmas Day parade? Like, oh, there he is. It's Duncan Jax.
Yeah.
I wish.
I wish too, but no, I really don't think so with the 87 people that have seen this movie.
But
Yeah.
if they were going to do that, though, they would have to have Boone. Like, he would have to be holding Boone, one arm in it, holding
Yeah,
Boone
one
with
on-
that weird,
yeah,
with that
yeah,
weird stance.
absolutely.
But then he'd have to have Boone on there too,
It's the shot from the helicopter where he picks him up.
right?
Yeah,
And then
there you go.
Boone's hand would just do that motion.
Yeah.
That piss off.
Yeah, fuck you, buddy. Potty mouth Boone.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Boone says, go fuck yourself. And here's a grenade.
And a ninja star.
Oh, it looks like Boone's getting ready to throw a ninja star. Oh, look at the children run.
Is Duncan Jax the world's most dangerous ninja?
Was Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse? Does he get counted as a ninja?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
It's pretty much him and the ninja with the laser.
And
The ghost ninja.
And Ghost Ninja from Ninja 3, The Domination.
They all get beat by doofuses, so I'm going to have to say yes.
Okay.
What about Mortal Kombat guy?
Oh,
sucks.
Lambert.
Christopher Lambert. No, I guess he could be considered a ninja because he's got magic powers.
Raiden, the god of lightning, is not a ninja.
Yeah, he's not a ninja. Shang Tsung. Not Shang Tsung.
Uh,
What about the
Scorpion and Sub-Zero are ninjas.
They're ninjas. Clearly not in the discussion.
No.
I don't know. The spooky ghost was just a moron. He really had the power to pretty much kill everybody on Earth. He just got beat up by a doofus.
By a guy with a plate on his face.
Yeah. So, no, at this point in time, it's Duncan Jax.
Duncan Jax is the world's most dangerous ninja.
Yeah, fair
Yep,
enough.
gonna have to agree.
Final recommendations for the film. Mine is go see this thing right now before it's not on Amazon Prime because it is the shit.
Absolutely go see it right now. Stop what you're doing after we get done and then watch it.
Because it's the shit.
Yeah, I have it and I cheat because I lump it and the second one in as the same movie and they're number 3 on my all-time.
So here's the deal, people. You don't want to get up to go to the bathroom when you're watching this. You don't want to have to get up and get a snack. So what you got to do is you got to get all your shit together. You know, get your snacks, your sodas, get ready to roll, take a pee before you start.
Buy one of those toilet couches that you just poo in while you're watching shit.
Just hold it. It's not that long of a movie.
Dude, those things are really cool, though.
I know,
Toilet couches?
Yeah, I don't know if they're a thing. Maybe I just
I
invented
hope
them.
not.
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, this is a action-packed. You don't want to miss anything. You don't want to take your eyes off the screen. And it's just funny. And it's so damn entertaining. I loved it. Do it.
By no means is it a good movie. It is so fucking stupid, but totally awesome throughout the entire thing. Definite too. Join us next week when Jackie picks a movie and we do this again. In the meantime, get to the chopper. Visit us at www.stinkermadness.com. Follow Stinker Madness on Twitter at Stinker Madness. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Thank you for listening and get to the chopper.